Subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get all notification.
Hello students, as you know we are discussing about human genetic disorder. हम human genetic disorder discuss कर रहे थे and we know these disorders are divided into two categories. इन्हें हमने two categories या two groups में divide किया था. The first one was chromosomal disorder. First the chromosomal disorder and another one is Mendelian disorder. Mendelian disorder. We divided these disorders into two categories, chromosomal disorders and Mendelian disorders. Out of these, chromosomal disorder we discussed in our previous video, जिसमें हमने Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndromes, इन सब diseases और syndromes के बारे में हम पढ़ चुके हैं. Now, today we'll discuss about these Mendelian disorders or gene mutation disorders. So let's start our topic, Mendelian disorders. Mendelian disorders की जब हम बात करते हैं, these are the disorders which are determined by the alteration or mutation in a single gene. So we can say that these disorders are determined by alteration. या तो अल्ट्रेशन होगी यानी कि कोई चेंजेस होगा, अल्ट्रेशन और म्यूटेशन. यहाँ पे रीजन म्यूटेशन भी हो सकता है, जीन म्यूटेशन. ड्यू टू अल्ट्रेशन और म्यूटेशन इन अ सिंगल जीन. अगर किसी जीन के अंदर कोई अल्ट्रेशन या म्यूटेशन हो रहा है, then these type of disorders arises. That's why they are known as gene mutation disorder or Mendelian disorders. And if we talk about the inheritance of such type of disorders, these disorders are inherited in the same way. Like हमने जो inheritance pattern study किया है Mendel's genetics के अंदर, they are also inherited in the same way. And the study of the inheritance, or we can say the pattern of inheritance of these disorders in a family, can be studied by the pedigree analysis. अगर हम pedigree analysis करते हैं, then we can found that how these disorders are inherited in a family. तो हम कह सकते हैं that pattern of inheritance can be studied by pedigree analysis. हम pedigree analysis के बारे में बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे in our next coming videos. तो ध्यान रखिएगा, analysis it's very important. analysis इस analysis के इस तरीके के analysis के basis पे we can found that how this particular disease is transmitting into a family. So this is about the Mendelian disorders. These Mendelian disorders can be of two types, on the basis of which kind of genes or which kind of किस तरीके के genes को ये affect कर रही हैं, जो किस chromosome पे present है, उनके basis पे हम Mendelian disorders को two categories में divide करते हैं. We can say these are divided into the two categories. They could be autosomal or they could be sex chromosome related disorders. तो दोनों ही categories हमें यहाँ पे मिलेंगी. And further, these two disorders can be further divided into two another categories, which could be the recessive or the dominant. चाहे वो recessive gene से related होगी, then we call it recessive autosomal or recessive sex linked inheritance or disorder. और अगर ये dominant gene से related होगी, then we call it dominant autosomal or sex chromosome related disorders. So यहाँ पे इन categories की हम बात करते हैं. Let's see how these disorders are divided and what are the important examples of these disorders. So let's see how these Mendelian disorders are grouped into two categories. If the trait or gene that is related with these disorders or this gene that get be affected, if it is related with the autosomes, then we can call it autosomal Mendelian disorder or it's autosome related the Mendelian disorder. And if the trait is present on sex chromosome, then disorder is known as sex chromosome related gene mutation or gene disorders. Now first we will see about the autosome trait related trait disorder, जो कि ऑटोसोम पे प्रेजेंट ट्रेट में डिसऑर्डर अफेक्शन की वजह से या कोई चेंजेस की वजह से डिसऑर्डर्स क्रिएट हो रही हैं. तो पहले हम इन पे ध्यान देते हैं. दैट इज ऑटोसोम रिलेटेड these disorders are further divided into two categories. First is recessive disorders and another one is dominant disorders. If these disorders are present in the recessive form, if recessive genes are able to show their effects, then these disorders are known as recessive disorders. And if the dominant gene is able to show their disorders, then it is known as dominant. So first let's see on to the recessive autosomal disorder. पहले हम recessive disorders को देखते हैं. This exam here the list of some disorders are given. हम कुछ important disorders यहाँ पे discuss करेंगे. Like first autosomal recessive disorder is phenylketonuria. That first one is phenylketonuria. Second that is given here is alkaptonuria. Third one is albinism. Fourth that is sickle cell anemia. Then thalassemia, cystic fibrosis. So these are the some important disorders which are related with the recessive autosomes. Now, out of these disorders, अगर हम phenylketonuria की बात करते हैं, that is also known as PKU. This is the disorder which is related with the metabolism of phenylalanine. Phenylalanine amino acid से related disorder है. In the same way that another disorder that this is alkaptonuria. This is also related with the phenylalanine amino acids. यहाँ पर हमने एक list जो देखी है on all these disorders. The detailed study of these disorders is not part of your syllabus. हम पूरे disorders को डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे, ये आपकी syllabus का पार्ट नहीं है. So we'll take a look on some important disorder in detail. और बाकी सबका एक आपको idea I will give you so that you will not get confused during exam. क्योंकि हो सकता है एग्जाम में आपको कुछ disorders का देके ऑप्शंस में देके पूछा जाए कि whether it is recessive or whether it is autosome related or dominant. So आपको आइडिया हो जाएगा. इसलिए मैंने पूरी लिस्ट यहाँ पे आपके सामने लिखी हुई है, बट वी डिस्कस इन डिटेल ओनली सम इम्पोर्टेंट डिसऑर्डर्स. सो एक बार देख लेते हैं. Alkaptonuria जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं, this disorder is also related with phenylalanine amino acid. In this disorder, one oxidase enzyme, जो oxidase enzyme होता है phenylalanine को hydrolyze करने के लिए, that enzyme is not present. ये जो tyrosine को oxidize करने के लिए, the oxidase enzyme which is required for the breakdown of tyrosine is not present into the human, and then this disease is caused alkaptonuria. इस disease के अंदर जो most important हमें symptoms देखने को मिलते हैं, that is the cartilage get pigmented. Cartilage में कुछ pigmentation हो जाती है, colors show होते हैं, and the most important symptom is that the urine of this type of infected person, if it capped into the air, it turns black. Air में अगर urine को रखा जाता है, that it turns black. That is the most important symptom of alkaptonuria. This is albinism. Albinism is again related with the metabolism of phenylalanine hormone. In this disease, the enzyme tyrosinase is absent. Tyrosinase enzyme जो है वो tyrosine को break down करता है. Tyrosine को break down करके melanin formation का काम करता है. Melanin that we know it's a pigment which gives color to our hair, skin and eyes. इन सबको कलर देने का काम कर रहा है. जब यहाँ पे टायरोसिन एंजाइम भी प्रेजेंट नहीं होता तो मेलानिन का सिंथेसिस अफेक्ट हो जाता है, एंड ड्यू टू दिस द पर्सन इज नॉट एबल टू फॉर्म द मेलानिन. तो इस तरीके के जो इंफेक्टेड पर्सन होते हैं वो पूरे व्हाइट कलर के होते हैं, कहीं पे भी उनमें मेलानिन का शो नहीं होता. इवन हेयर्स भी, स्किन भी, आइरिस भी, सब कहीं पे भी मेलानिन पिगमेंट प्रेजेंट नहीं होगा, व्हाइटिश कलर होगा. एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ इंफेक्टेड पर्सन इज नोन एज एल्बिनो. हम एल्बिनोस बोलते हैं. यहाँ पे स्किन जो है वो सेंसिटिव हो जाती है अगेंस्ट सन रेडिएशंस, क्योंकि मेलानिन का काम है यूवी से प्रोटेक्शन करना, और वो प्रोटेक्शन नहीं हो पाती तो दे आर हाईली रिस्क इन द रिस्क ऑफ स्किन कैंसर आल्सो. एंड आईज की अगर हम बात करें, आईज आल्सो गेट सेंसिटिव टू द स्किन लाइट, सनलाइट, क्योंकि एकदम से जब लाइट मिल जाते हैं तो आईज काम नहीं कर पाती, दे हैव पुअर विजन. सो दिस इज अबाउट एल्बिनिज्म. Sickle cell anemia, this is related with the defective hemoglobin formation. We will discuss about this disease also in very detail. अभी start करते हैं, डिटेल में स्टडी करना है. Similarly, thalassemia is also related with the blood hemoglobin formation से related है. In the sickle cell anemia, we are saying that defective hemoglobin is formed. It's quality related disorder. Whether thalassemia is quantity related disorder. यहाँ पे hemoglobin की quantity affect होती है. इसके बारे में हम पूरे डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. Then next is cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a disease in which a thick mucus is formed. बहुत thick mucus का formation होता है. Mucus जो है duct में बन जाएगी. Respiratory duct जो system की हमारी duct है, हमारे windpipe है, उसमें mucus जमा हो रही है. पेंक्रियाज की डक्ट्स में म्यूकस जमा हो रही है, सैलिवरी ग्लैंड्स के डक्ट्स में म्यूकस जमा हो रही है, तो ये जो म्यूकस, एक थिक म्यूकस जो फॉर्म होती है, इट गेट ब्लॉक्ड ओवर द डक्ट्स, सभी डक्ट्स को ब्लॉकेज का काम करती है. सो दिस इज आल्सो वेरी सीवियर डिजीज, सिस्टिक फाइब्रोसिस. इसके अलावा एक और डिजीज है, दैट इज Tay-Sachs disease, that is also autosomal recessive disorder, Tay-Sachs disease. This disease is related with lipid metabolism. It's related with lipid metabolism. So here we discuss, we have seen the complete list of autosomal recessive disorders. Now we'll discuss some important disorders in detail. So let's start with phenylketonuria. Let's discuss the disease phenylketonuria. This disease is also known as PKU. In short, we call it PKU. This is inborn. This disorder is inborn autosomal recessive disorder. Autosomal recessive disorder. हमने अभी देखा है एग्जांपल्स में that this is related with the autosome and it's recessive in trait. Recessive trait से related है. That's why we are saying it's autosomal recessive disorder. And it's inborn, by birth ही पेशेंट में, बच्चों में प्रेजेंट होती है. Autosomal recessive disorder है. And this disorder is related with the metabolism of amino acid, that is phenylalanine. Phenylalanine एक अमाइनो एसिड है, phenylalanine. It's an amino acid जो कि हमारी बॉडी में प्रेजेंट रहता है, और इस अमाइनो एसिड के मेटाबॉलिज्म से रिलेटेड डिसऑर्डर को ही हम नाम दे रहे हैं phenylketonuria. Now let's see what happens during this disorder. When the person is affected by this disorder, it's not able to synthesize an enzyme which is responsible for the metabolism of this amino acid. तो यहाँ पे ये जो phenylalanine अमाइनो एसिड है, इसका मेटाबॉलिज्म अफेक्ट होता है, बिकॉज इसके मेटाबॉलिज्म से रिलेटेड जो एंजाइम है, that enzyme converts this phenylalanine into the tyrosine. Phenylalanine जो मेटाबोलाइज्ड होगा, phenylalanine, when this amino acid gets oxidized or metabolized, it converts into the tyrosine. ये tyrosine में convert होता है, and this change is done into the liver. ये जो process है ये होगी liver के अंदर. But due to the disorder, this enzyme which is required for this metabolism, it's not present. The enzyme is phenylalanine hydroxylase. Hydroxylase. The body is not able to synthesize this enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. जब ये एंजाइम ही नहीं बनेगा तो phenylalanine tyrosine में कन्वर्ट नहीं हो पाता. This happens due to abnormal autosomal recessive gene on chromosome number 12. So chromosome number 12 के अंदर जो autosomal recessive gene present है, जो इस enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase के synthesis के लिए responsible होते हैं, these genes get abnormal, and due to this disorder happens. Now phenylalanine that is metabolized into the tyrosine in the liver by the effect of this phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. जब ये enzyme बॉडी में प्रेजेंट नहीं होगा, phenylalanine का मेटाबॉलिज्म नहीं होगा, and the level of phenylalanine increased into the body. So we can say that due to this disorder, the level of phenylalanine increase into the blood. blood के अंदर level increase हो जाएगा, and due to this increased level of phenylalanine, this phenylalanine gets accumulated into the body. Body के अंदर इसका accumulation शुरू हो जाएगा, and due to this excess accumulation, this phenylalanine is also converted into the phenylalanine pyruvic acid and its derivatives. इस तरीके के अपने derivatives के अंदर phenylalanine pyruvic acid में change होता रहेगा. In the earlier stage, when the baby born, उस टाइम पे इसका इफेक्ट दिखाई नहीं देता. The baby is normal, but as the around the 6 month of after the birth, the effect of this high level of phenylalanine is shown. उस टाइम पे इसका इफेक्ट दिखाई देना शुरू हो जाता है। एंड द सिम्टम्स व्हिच arises due to this disorder is related with the brain development। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो यहाँ पे सिम्टम्स दिखाई दे रहा है वो है ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट से। तो यहाँ पे अगर हम सिम्टम्स की बात करें, इस डिजीज से रिलेटेड जो सिम्टम्स होते हैं वो क्या होगा, यहाँ पे सिम्टम्स है दैट इज impaired brain development नहीं होगा, ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट प्रॉपर्ली नहीं हो पाता बिकॉज phenylalanine का accumulation हो रहा है ब्लड के अंदर and it is present in high amount, and second due to this impaired blood development the mental retardation happens। mental retardation आ जाएगा, mental retardation। and one more important symptom that we can say is related with the pigmentation of the skin। यहाँ पे क्या होगा, पिगमेंटेशन नहीं होगा, पिगमेंटेशन is decreased in skin and hair। स्किन एंड हेयर, स्किन और हेयर के अंदर पिगमेंटेशन नहीं होगा, मेलानिन पिगमेंट शो नहीं होगा स्किन में और हेयर में। व्हाई इट हैपेंस, this happens due to the tyrosine। we know that this phenylalanine when get metabolized is convert into the tyrosine। ये tyrosine इनमें convert होगा and this tyrosine is responsible for the synthesis of pigment melanin। this is related with the synthesis of melanin pigment। so यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, phenylalanine ही जब tyrosine में synthesize नहीं हो पा रहा, convert नहीं हो पा रहा, then the melanin is also not formed into the body and it affects the pigmentation into the skin and hair। skin और hair में pigmentation होगा। so this is about this disease which is phenylketonuria, which is inborn autosomal recessive disorder and it happens due to the abnormal autosomal recessive genes onto the chromosome number 12। chromosome number 12 के defects की वजह से यहाँ पे disease show हो रही है and the reason of this disease is the body is not able to synthesize the enzyme which is required for the metabolism of phenylalanine amino acid। this amino acid is converted into the tyrosine with the help of enzyme that is phenylalanine hydroxylase। जब ये enzyme present नहीं होगा, phenylalanine का metabolism affect होगा and it's increased, the level of this amino acid increased into the blood and it results its accumulation। इसका accumulation होगा and due to this excess amount of phenylalanine it also pass through the kidney with the urine के साथ भी कुछ amount में pass होता रहता है। so this is about this disease phenylketonuria। next we discuss